刺激で満ちてだけど頼りない翼でもきっと飛べるさ Oh my love.
Beleza, então galera, estamos aqui de volta com mais um vídeo. Desta vez trazendo para vocês Digimon Stories, Sleuth. Mas então galera, bem, o que eu tenho planejado para o vídeo de hoje? Eu já mais ou menos sei onde a gente tem que ir. E eu queria estar apresentando aqui mais um upgrade na nossa equipe. Que agora, sim, eu tenho datas na nossa equipe. Então, aqui está ela. Sakuyamon. Eu coloquei aqui o Wargreymon para ter um vacine de dano. Plegiomon e Rosemon Burst Mode. Ok, mas por que você escolheu esses? Bem, Sakuyamon, obviamente... Ah tá, desculpa, tá errado aqui. Sakuyamon, por causa aqui. Amethyst Mandala, tira todos os stats boost. Ela consegue... Eu consegui colocar nela o Character Reversal. Eu consegui colocar ela também Support End, o que ajuda muito. Sabe esse SS? Então, ela desativa eles, basicamente. Nós temos também Status Barrier, Mirror Reflection, Spirit Charge Field. Nós aqui também temos o Wargreymon, que tem duas SS. Uma é Death Penetrating Double Fire Damage to Full, e ele aumenta em 15% os Fire Damages, junto com Acceleration Boost. Nós também temos aqui o Rosemon, que é Int Penetrating, só isso, né? Essa daqui, infelizmente, mas... Tem também o Acceleration Boost, Plegiomon, Int Penetrating, tem chance de colocar todo mundo para dormir, que eu não sei se funciona contra boss. E o Acceleration Boost. Eu também dei o trabalho de pegar a Lilithmon e colocar Acceleration Boost nela. Deu um pouco de trabalho, sim, não vou mentir, mas funcionou. O que eu fiz? Peguei ela, voltei para Lei Devimon, evolui para Lotusmon, Lilymon, Togemon, Galmon, Wanyamon, Botamon, Coromon, Agumon, Greymon e todo o caminho de volta até a Lilithmon. Então, essa é a nossa Lilithmon, nossa novinha em folha. O Aerovidramon, o Belzamon continuam iguais, sem nenhuma mudança neles, então, anyway. Ih, já tem coisa aqui. What music, blá 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 blá, ok, pronto. Bem, e no vídeo aqui, a gente, primeiramente, eu acredito que tenha que vir para cá, que eu passei aqui bastante, indo comprar equipes, que eu coloquei bastante equipe de speed, que eu comprei nela aqui. Cadê? Desce. Opa, passei. Aqui ó, Speed B, aumentei em 20 a Speed, então é realmente muito bom. Vamos então mexer aqui no Bulletin Board. This Bulletin Board is packed with people's grievances. I heard strange groans during the night. I saw a monstrous shadow inside Nakano Broadway. Bizarre things are happening more and more. What's going to happen to us? That detective agency gotta be behind us. I'll just pretend that you read the last part. Tá, eu travei. Opa. Hey, we've got another case to tackle. Hope you're ready for another day of hard... Hold on. What's this about the bulletin board? So people are saying this place is taking a turn to even weirder, right? Sounds like the residents have a lot of pent up frustration they're letting out now. We definitely aren't lacking people who've got it out for us. Once you're a bad apple in their eyes, you're always one, even if you are innocent. Let's see what we can do to clear our good name. What you say? What do you say? Fool, what you say? Não, não é isso, mas dance. E aí? Então... Ok. Apareceu algum caso novo, talvez? Sim, um caso novo. Nakano's Legendary Busters. Kyokokuremi. Ah, meu Deus. Solve them with these guys. Ok, vamos fazer. Vamos lá. Caralho. Justo eles. Hi! Hey there, mate, you are early today. Of course, when we heard you had something intriguing to share with the club, how could we not rush on over? Mate, calm down, you sound a little overeager. Sorry, detective, she's just a little worked up. That's May for you, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Ah, and I see it's all the same gang from our Shibuya Hirosaka experiment earlier as well. Color me surprised to see you always still part of the occult club. Takes guts to stay around after what happened in Shibuya. Haha, that's all on May after that experiment. She really started devoting herself to running the club. She's practically on fire. Yep, I own you to you all, now that I know there really are strange mysteries like that lurking around the world. Just don't say I didn't warn you when you get caught up in something serious one of these days. Oh, I'm doing this research precisely to prevent that from ever happening. You have to know what you're against to survive. Everyone knows that. Duh. Anyway, I'm sorry to call you all here when you're so busy as it is. No, it's perfectly fine, I promise. When we heard the occult is afoot somewhere, we can't help but come running as fast as we can. That's our job as the Inoden Occult Research Club. Well, I appreciate your vigor. Still, that being said, Tokyo has more than its fair share of occult phenomena going on these days, so why bother coming over to our neck of the woods? Well, when you put it like that, isn't it obvious? Nakano's leagues apart from anything else you could call occult mecca around here. Exactly! I couldn't have put it better myself, Kenji. That's just what I'd hoped for out of the vice president, say, goodness. Oh my, oh my. Yes, Kenji, we're not exactly doing us any favors getting her all hyped up even more, you know? Well, what I said is still true. All sorts of weird, unusual things go down here in Nakano. I mean, there's the bleeding mural that's said to have blood gushing out of mouths and eyes in the lobby of the first floor lobby, for starters. There's even the skeleton pool, home to a pile of abandoned corpses that turn the bones overnight. Rumor also that it has the late at night there are people clad in white flying over the roof while holding a hiding sabbat. And then you've also got the mysterious fish rains that have poured down over Nakano for ages, foretelling imminent misfortune. All those things remain unsolved so naturally. Funny you should mention those specifically, because I actually solved them all already. What? You did? You already solved them? What's this already talk? This is my home base, and as a detective, if you tell me something weird is up, of course I'm going to look around. That's all long in the past. Oh. Why the long face? I didn't say this case wouldn't be up your alley. As for your reward this time around, how about I give you guys my file with all the so-called supernatural case I've worked on? Oh, then? Of course we'll do it. Tell us more. That's the spirit. I fully intend to make use of your club's unique expertise for today's case. As you already discussed, Tokyo has become a real hotbed for the supernatural, and it goes without saying that Nakano is no exception. The reports and complaints I've been getting from other tenants don't look to be letting up anytime soon, and so they've asked me to solve some. But even with my assistant on board, there are just too many for us to handle by ourselves. There are essentially 4 different odd phenomena going on around here that I want you guys to solve with your passion and young sensibility. 4 oddities. Okay, go on. First, I want to figure out what's behind 3-legged Matthew, who wanders around these parts in search of something. Then I want you to look into the katakata who roams the floor of Nakano Broadway. After that, go look into the Reaper elevator, which ascends from the basement to the 4th floor at 2 AM. At least, but certainly not least, see what you can find out about Master Tip Tap, a spirit.
Ah, nossa. Eu segurei um espirro e tá ardendo no nariz. Ah! Droga! Ah! Ah!
Oh, there are... Ah! These all sound great. This is going to be a lot of fun to work on. I've given the legends their names based on eyewitness accounts I've heard. Now it's on you guys to solve Nakano's urban legends, alright? What do you say? Will you go for it? Okay, this is so exciting. I can't wait to get started, everybody. We are heading to K Cafe to formulate our plan on the double. May, wait up! Those two sure can't contain themselves. Well, we better induce them and head and over. Not like we have much of a choice. Don't you think you get to take it easy now? You're joining up with them too. This might be a bit awkward to ask, but I've noticed your assistant kind of just zoning out sometimes. Is everything alright? It's nothing too severe right now, but I can tell things are starting to get unstable with Takumi's body. Control over data is slipping. Really, Takumi seems to have even forgot what's happened there. Well, now that we're well into the night, our time has finally come to spring into action. Since we are here, might as well start on the 1st floor. We are going through every floor and checking whether these strange things are actually taking place, right? Right, since the reports of three-legged Matthew seem to center around this floor, we'll start with that for now and go from there. Alright, then let's get to work. Ok. Obrigado. Tá, tem alguma coisa pra cá? Não. Ok. Então, vamos falar aqui com ele. I figure out a little of three-legged Matthew's backstory, so get this. 30 years ago, there was this popular Anita! Ai, meu Deus! Doll whose clothes you could swap out. Matthew was another doll who was her ex-boyfriend. Originally, he was described as being her fiancé, but another male doll has showed up later. Lance, a diplomat, had become popular. At some point, Lance and Anita got hitched and Matthew was relegated to the ex-boyfriend position. Tá aí? É isso? Caralho, que filho da puta. It turns out there's an epilogue of sorts to Matthew's story. After he lost Anita to Lance, Matthew went insane and attacked Lance, chopping his body up and sending the pieces to Anita. But things didn't go entirely according to plan. When he tried to send the final piece to her, a single leg, because as it turned out, Anita was putting Lance's body back together using forbidden dark magic. What Matthew did in response was attach the final leg to his own body, ostensibly in an effort to ensure Lance could never be revived. Ever since, he's apparently been walking around with much difficulty on his three legs, roaming around here and there, forever searching for memories for the good old days he and Anita once had. Peraí, deixa eu ver se tem. Eles criaram essa história baseada em bonecos para crianças. Meu irmão! Não! Não! Só não! You know, I think Manaka and Kenji make it for a cute pair, don't you? Oh, but don't tell them to say that, okay? Obrigado pela informação, filha da puta. Nakano Broadway at night feels really creepy. I mean, during the day there are some floors I don't like visiting, but this is something else. Nothing really out of the ordinary here. Alright, then onto the second floor. Now turn our attention to katakata. Well, time's a wasting. Off we go. Ok, vamos começar por aqui. Temos alguma coisa? For what I can tell, katakata is derived from the famous Teke legend. Teke is a Parisian who lost her feet in a train accident. She can travel up to blah 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 with just her arms, laughing as she pursues people. Katakata is therefore an altered form that Teke came to adopt after many years. The name Teke supposedly comes from the sound that makes when she moves with her arms. So what does katakata come from? Oh, não sei. I don't think anybody up against a spirit that could go and blah 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 would have any hope of escaping. If you bump into it, it's game over. Manaka's such a fraidy cat, but she still loves it when Kenji talks about cute stories all passionately and stuff. Nothing to report here either. Yep, let's make our way up to the third floor. Por que eu só tô pensando que só tem 3 se preocupando em resolver isso aqui? What will we run into up here, I wonder? Only one way to find out. Let's split up and get to work, everyone. Cara, ela tá muito louca. A outra já give up, tá ligado? You seem totally bored, lady. You're just spouting weird stuff now. Oi, Manaka! How are things going with you and Kenji? How far have you two progressed? Tell me. What better time is there to talk about love than the middle of the night? If you happen to meet Katakata, she will need your legs, and if you don't give her the right response, she'll run off with yours. What's the right response? It's I'm using them right now. She's surprisingly cooperative, it turns out. Tá, cadê o maluco? Tá aqui? Tá. Legal, tipo, tá noite, tá tudo aberto, tá ligado? Tá de dia, tá ligado? Mano. Oh, hey, I think I figured out why she's called Katakata. Katakata orange lost her legs after falling onto a train in Hokkaido, so maybe her name comes from the sound teeth make when chattering. Why isn't there any special happening tonight? We've got one more floor to go. Surely there's something to find up on the 4th floor. Come on, let's head for the elevator. Eu não sei isso aqui, tipo, talvez seja luz, possivelmente. Alright, come to us, our Reaper elevator. Make thyself known before us. It's past 2 AM now. Why? Why isn't anything showing up? I called out to it and everything, but there's no sign of it appearing at all. This sucks! I hate it! I just wanna see the Green Reaper at least once in my lifetime. Is that too much to ask? May, it's okay, there's still hope. Just keep it together. Whoa, I never took to be the type to throw a tantrum when things go poorly. May, we are getting worried about you. Why don't we take a little break at the cafe? When we met up earlier yesterday afternoon, the owner said it was fine to use it as a break room. It shouldn't be locked. She's not going to listen to reason. I'm in favor of it. I'm beat. I could use a rest after all that investigating. We can't. There's still kutsu to check. We have to check everything again, top to bottom. There has to be something here. I just know it. Alright, we get it. Let's just go inside K Cafe for a bit. We can reassess the situation. Sound good to you? Mano. There's nothing here. No ghosts, no spirits, nothing. Nothing. Oh, cheer up. Since you does the good stuff ever happened in the first day you do this sort of work? Well, I just wanna see Matthew, Katakata, the Reaper elevator, and Master Tip Tap. It's okay, mate, really. I'm sure something will come along soon. Really? You sure? Eee! Huh? What's wrong? Don't you guys hear it? You're right. Is that the elevator? Maybe it's Kyoko? But she's not the only resident here? Who could it be? Wait, maybe it's a cop. That sound just now. Did the elevator just arrive on this floor? It must have. It's the Reaper elevator. It came. I knew it was real all along. Tip tap. Tip tap. Oh my gosh, the sound is the master tip tap. Kata kata. Kata kata. But now it's a different song. Don't tell me it's. Uga! Suspeitei. Uga! Huh? Wait, what was that? Somebody's voice? What's going on? What are your kids doing here? We could ask the same question. Why are you here so late? Late? Missy, it's morning already. I always come in here to relax around this time. But it's not even 4 yet. Well, actually it makes sense. My grandpa tends to get up really early too. Oh, I get it now. That's why the Key Cafe owner had this place unlocked. It's so this guy can use it. Hey, Takumi, what's wrong? Huh? Wait, am I seeing what I think I am? Is that a third leg? What are you blabbering about now? Kata kata. Those dentures, are they making that chattering noise because they are misaligned? You also came from the elevator, which would make you the Reaper? Oh, hey, who are you calling the Reaper? A Reaper. Then the tapping sound must have come from... No! You mean to tell me that this old guy is the one behind all the local urban legends here? You have to be kidding. Oh. May's mournful cries could be heard all throughout the building that night. So it looks like you guys came through and solved all the mysteries. I couldn't have asked for better end result than what you found out. So what's so good about it? It's all because the old guy takes early morning walks. Perhaps just as they say, truth is stranger than fiction. Get real here. Who could have ever be any of this coming? Seen any of this coming? Let me ask you something. While you were out running around solving mysteries, what were you picturing inside your head? Did you see things in pitch dark? Did you hear things in deafening silence? Personally, in my opinion, I'd say such strong human imaginations are key to engaging in supernatural research. I feel like I kind of get it, but don't at the same time. Those are just my own thoughts on the matter. Don't read too deeply into them. Hopefully, having reached the conclusion that you guys have is giving you some things to think about individually. Now, as promised, I believe I have my files to hand off as usual. Those won't be necessary. We'll solve those other mysteries ourselves through our own efforts. Our own efforts and our boundless patience and imagination. Oh, that's a fantastic attitude to have. Well, Kenji, that's actually kinda cool of you to say that. Perhaps I was out of line then. If you insist that much, then I won't worry about. Oh no, we'll still gladly take them over your hands, detective. What are you saying, May? Haven't you been paying any attention to what's going on? So, do you mean to tell me you're not even a little interested in what's inside those files? Really, Manaka? Well, maybe just a little. If you aren't, then I'll just go ahead and read them by myself. Hey, that's not fair. There's no fair. Man, and here I was thinking I was acting cool for once too. Oh, Kenji, you did great. Don't let these things get you down. Just try harder next time. Well, I'm gonna take off now. Catch you two later. Looks like it's just the two of us again, Takumi. I didn't expect them to run off with only one of my files. Either way, we can now report back to the other tenants that those issues have been taken care of. Hopefully that will improve our understanding a little. Those occult club kids are something though. They are growing up so fast. Maybe one of these days they'll start to be a friend rival of yours. That'll be fun, right? What makes me drag my old bones out here every morning, I wonder. This place feels real nostalgic to me for some reason, but I can't pinpoint the reason why. What the? Huh? Huh? Miko? Miko? The fuck, viado? Design is so cozy and smoothing with it. It's always interesting how mysteries often lead and tie into one another, but I digress. Great work as always. Get ready for another case soon. Ok. Bem, anyway. Aquele ali era o Pete, não era? Então, viado. Estranho, estranho. Mas bem, anyway. Take on some cases. Vamos ver aqui uma coisa. Tem alguma coisa pra cá? Não. Tem alguma coisa pra cá na frente? Não. Peraí, ela falou pra mim ir no Nakano de novo, não falou? Naquele bulletin board. Pete. Bem, vamos procurar o Pete. Vamos ver se a gente acha ele aqui. Eu acho que eu sei onde ele tá. Eu tenho uma leve ideia. Vamos só ver se é verdade, então. Se ele tá onde eu acho que ele tá. Não. Onde o Pete estaria? Ele não deve ter saído do Nakano. Bem, eu acho. Tá, pra cá não tem nada. Vamos descer. Oi. E aí? Firmeza? Bem, galera, eu vou estar parando o vídeo por aqui. A gente continua aqui no próximo vídeo. Então, se você gostou do vídeo, deixe aí aquele gostei para ajudar na divulgação e o favorito. Comente aí embaixo o que você achou do vídeo, se você gostou, se você não gostou, o que você não gostou para eu poder estar melhorando. Dicas em relação à série, canal, séries futuras que vocês queiram ver. E se inscreva no canal para estar dando aquela força para mim e estar recebendo as atualizações da sua timeline do YouTube. Mas é isso aí então, galera. Valeu, falou, fui!